this song, we're going to be learning 3 open power chords: D, G, and A. We're going to be starting off with D, and to play this we first need to go to the D string. So if you count up with me, E, A, D. This is our root note, and the second note we need is one string further up, so from D to G, and then you put your first finger on fret 2. So that's an open D string, and then your first finger on fret number 2 of the G string. Then we play just these two, and that makes your D power chord. So what I want you to do is take your hand off, give it a nice shake out so you forget the shape, and then try and make it again. So remember, it's the open D string, E, A, D, and then your first finger on fret number 2. So if you can, pause the video and just give that a few tries. The next chord we'll be using is an open G power chord. And to play this, we need to use our middle finger, and it's very important that we use the right fingers. You'll find out later why. So we're going to count along to fret number 3 on the low E string. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and the other note we need is the open D string. So together they sound like this, but you'll notice there is a string in the way, and if that's heard it sounds like this, which doesn't sound very good. So what we need to do is we need to get our middle finger, whilst it's pressing down on the 3rd fret, lean it slightly on the A string. So if I'm not leaning, it sounds like this, and once I start leaning down, it sounds like that, and it just makes the chord sound a lot cleaner. This is called muting. So I want you to take your hand off, give it a shake out so you forget the shape, and try again. Now pause the video and give that a few more tries. The last power chord will be nice and easy for us. All we have to do is take our D power chord and move it down one string. Remember, this way is down on the guitar to a lower string. And we play the open A string, E, A, and we play with our first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. So it's exactly the same as the D power chord, just one string down. Now that we've mastered our 3 power chords, D, G, A, we need to look at the best way of swapping between them. So first off, we'll look at D to G. Now let's get our D power chord shape, and we get our 2nd finger and we put that on fret number 3 of the low E string. To complete this, we just take our first finger off. So, D power chord, take your 2nd finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the low E string and take your first finger off. So let's have a try of that. So D, middle finger to 3rd fret on the low E string, first finger off. Pause the video and have a few tries of this. Now we're going to look at changing from G to A. Whilst your 2nd finger is on fret 3 of the low E string, we're going to get our first finger and put it on fret 2 of the D string. Once we've done that, we're going to take our 2nd finger off. And and then we play the A string and the D string. Pause the video. Finally, we're going to look at changing from A to D. So all we need to do is we get our A shape, take our first finger, move it up one string, and then play the D and the G string. Now that you've had a practice of changing from D to G and G to A and A to D, we need to look at trying to connect them all together. So I'm just going to do a step-by-step walkthrough of how to swap between them. So we start off with our first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then play the D string as well. Then we move our 2nd finger to the 3rd fret on the low E string and cover the A string and play the D string as well. And then we take our first finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the D string and take our middle finger off. And finally we take our first finger and move it up one string to the G string. So have a practice of changing from D to G, from G to A, and then A to D. Once we're confident with those changes from D to G to A back to D, we're going to start adding some rhythm. So I'll just play the whole thing for you and then I'll break it down chord by chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to start on the D chord, and this plays on beats 1 and 2. So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. We next add in the G chord, and that comes in on beat 3 and the part in between beats 3 and 4, which we'll call and. So it'll go 3 and. So altogether that goes 1, 2, 3 and. 1, 2, 3 and. Okay, so let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3 and. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and. 2, 3, 4. Finally, we have the A chord, which starts on the and of 4. So I'll just show you how that goes. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So we're hitting it just after we say 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay, there are a few more strums on A, and they come in on beats 2, 3 and 4 of the bar after. So it goes 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll all try that together now, and then once we've done, we'll do it slowly and then we'll do it fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to try it at the normal speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and 2,